Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com, using tarot to help you do the inner work, heal yourself and create the life that you truly want to live. This is today's tarot. It's for all signs, and it is for Friday, the 25th of July, 2025, which is a new moon. It's a new moon in Leo. Now, this deck says new moon in Leo is all about shining. Let's see if the guides agree with that, with the cards that come out today. So what is this new moon all about? New moons, of course, are about planting seeds, starting things off. We've got rituals and offerings, and then threefold protection, right? I was talking about abundance yesterday, and this feels very much connected to that. Threefold protection, you're being protected. Don't worry about the stuff. You don't need to be on catch up, right? Rituals and offerings, it's time to start again and ask for what it is that you want. You could start a new moon list of writing down what it is that you want to receive, the experiences that you want to have, the abundance that you want to have. Write it all down, and then next new moon, go back to your list and see what has manifested. That's a good way of doing like this rituals and offerings. But it is like with the rituals and offerings and this energy, threefold protection, the fighting the fires and the trying to play catch up, that stuff, you're going to be protected anyway. Start again with your rituals and offerings and ask for what it is that you want. So you might want to have some kind of a ritual around it, saying, okay, universe, higher self, guides, let's draw a line in the sand here. I'm at where I'm at, and this is what I want going forward. Things can change. If you change your energy today, then your life experience can change instantly. I mean, it can happen straight away. There doesn't have to be a big wait for it. We've got balance here as well. So getting more in balance as well. A lot of you, this is what happens, right, with abundance, is it starts going downhill, or it's been downhill for a long time. And we start doing more, trying to do more for it until we completely exhaust ourselves. And so taking a step back and just like doing this, drawing a line in the sand. Okay, let's start again from where we're at right now. What is it that I truly want? And, you know, making a pact with the universe about that. What else have we got? We've got safety. Yeah, don't be too proud to start again, says the safety card. And also with this threefold protection, again, it's saying, look, the stuff. You see, we can't just keep on focusing on the lowest vibration stuff and playing catch up. We are such powerful spirits that is a complete waste of our time, right? Just presume that all of that stuff's going to get sorted out, and then start focusing on the higher level stuff that you want. You're allowed to do that. You must do that, because it's such a waste of your power to focus on the other stuff. Remember, we're going through this process at the moment, and we all need to raise our vibration, right? Which means, yes, it does mean dealing with those things, but just as we can't focus on the worst in our life and try and heal that, we need to come to an acceptance and then move forward from there in order to properly heal. Same with abundance. We can't keep on fighting the fires and focusing on what's wrong. We start taking a higher level, future forward perspective and manifest what it is that we want. Okay, what have we got in the tarot? We have the Seven of Wands, another card of protection. Wow, 3 cards of protection now. Next up, we have the Hermit and the Two of Cups. A strong message here. The Hermit and the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is about your perfect love match. And the Hermit, are you going to find them by staying at home? No. That was the answer to that. Now, that doesn't mean to put yourself in the places where you really don't want to go, or on the dating sites that you really don't want to go on and stuff like that. But it does mean you being open and then saying yes to things and getting out of the house, right? And then we have the Chariot. There's something about that as well, saying like a lot of you have been doing inner work to get ready to open yourself up for a relationship, and that's fantastic. But then there is a next step of the external stuff. If you want to know more on that, just watch this. You've done the work. You can spot red flags. You've built strong boundaries. But is your heart too closed now? Careful, guarded, keeping you safe? But you still want real love, healthy, conscious, true love. Let me help you open your heart again, safely this time, to invite in the partner who truly meets you. Ready for real love? Learn more at BeHealing.com. So thank you for that. Now, next up we've got the Chariot. So it's going to be a rocky road, but you are headed towards success. Now, give us more on this Seven of Wands, this protection energy. Okay, I thought there was another card coming out there. The Lovers and the Star. Okay. Now, for some of you, you've been very focused on romance and on your heart and all of that. Now, it feels like you've done the work on that and you're on a positive trajectory for your love life right now. And yes, that is protected. It's almost like that path is locked in. You know when we're manifesting something, right, there comes a point that we need to stop manifesting in a way and just trust that it's on its way. Like, I've done enough now. Because if we're not trusting and we're still trying to manifest it and we're still doing those things, it's like showing a lack in trust. The guys always say to me, look, you only need to ask once. You only need to ask once. You only need to do that manifestation stuff one time. You don't need to do it all the time, right? Once and then trust. Once and then trust. So there's a path that you're on here and it is protected. It's locked in. That path is already locked in. What you've been wishing for, the Star, Lovers, partnership. There's duality behind that as well. But there's this mistrust, you see. It's like you do the work, but then you don't really trust that it's going to come in. Well, the Hermit and the Two of Cups. You've been doing this work. You've been doing the inner work for your partner. Opening your heart and all of that. Have you been doing my program? I hope so. Muse of Materials and the High Priestess. Tuning in and then sorting your abundance out. So it is. It is like balance in our life. We've got this balance card, right? And so you might really, really want your partner now, but a part of that might be because you think you're going to get the abundance through the partner instead of bringing your abundance up too. Like, okay, I focused on bringing my love life, manifesting that. Now abundance is lagging behind. I need to focus on that. Muse of Materials, mastering the material world. The High Priestess, tuning into that. Again, there's this message of, you're not going to find your person by staying at home, but High Priestess, tune into your abundance now, get on with that, and then trust that your true partner is going to show up. Love and abundance is exactly the same thing. If we've got those gates open to receive, then it's all going to come in at once, Slow but steady is that. So it appears that this reading is talking to those that perhaps everything else in your life is fantastic. You've been doing a load of work. You've been manifesting things and it's great. But you've got trouble with abundance and you've got trouble with your love life at the moment. And you want to sort those out. And this is saying, yes, you've done enough on your love life now. Get focused on your abundance and trust more. Definitely trust more. You're headed toward victory, says the Chariot, to success in those things that you want. Ten of Materials, building something up for the long term. So some of you have been doing that. It's like, okay, I want long term. I want a long-term relationship now. Long-term abundance. And what's behind that is forgiveness. So any wrong turns that you made in the past, any abundance that you turned your back on, any relationship stuff that you messed up on as well, or that you feel like you messed up on, time to forgive yourself for all of that. Any times that you've spent just on fighting fires and short-term stuff and all of that, just trying to deal with the problems on catch-up, forgive yourself for that as too. Just forgive yourself for everything. Start again. Rituals and offerings. New moon. Perfect time to start again. And go, okay, I'm at where I'm at. I can do much better than this. Let's sort it out. Guides. Higher self. Universe. Let's get on this now. These are the things that I want. I'm going to focus on those high level stuff. I'm willing to do this, and this for it. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's create this. So what about masculine and feminine energies? Because we are moving away from the patriarchy, and it's not going to happen to us. It's going to happen through us. So there is stuff for the masculines and for the feminines to do with regards to this shifting process. If you want to know more about the shift, then go to my website, behealing.com, and the window pops up. Put your name and your email address in, and you'll get on my basics course about dimension shifting and all of that. So what have we got here? The Fool. We need to throw ourselves in. The Fool believes in themselves. They've got no guarantees. They don't know how it's going to work out. They don't know what's going to happen, but they throw themselves into something and trust. So trust is a big part of this reading. 10 of Pentacles, long-term stuff, building something for ourselves, just thinking long-term, thinking the high-level stuff that it is that we want, not the low-level stuff, not the fighting the fires. And then we've got 3 of Wands and the Queen of Cups, waiting to receive. So we ask, and then we wait to receive. Now, this is not saying that we don't take action. This is saying we ask and we wait to receive that inspiration for the right action to take. We ask, we're tuning in, and then we're like, okay, universe, give it to me. What should I do? Because the stuff that you were doing before to fight fires or whatever, or trying too hard for it, is not the same stuff that is going to happen once you've asked for the stuff that you truly want and this long-term stuff. Then the universe is coming in with a different plan, right? Because you've asked for a higher level and longer term stuff. So then you need to listen. And I'm not just like talking about sitting there and listening. You can get on with stuff that you usually do, but I wouldn't try anything for abundance until you get the guidance, or an idea will pop into your head, or someone will call you up, or someone will tell you something. And then when you get that hit, that inspiration hit, go down that path. Because if you have been kind of trying to solve problems, trying to pay the bills and stuff like that, and you've been asking for lower level stuff, there's still going to be some momentum with that. There is still going to be some momentum with those kind of manifestations. So I would suggest with these energies to stop until you get that inspiration for that thing that you want to throw yourself in. It's like, this is a really good idea. Yes, let's do this. 5 of Materials. Something that you'll do alone. Something that you'll need to persevere at as well. It doesn't feel like it's going to be a short-term win, but it's going to be a long-term thing. Tell us more about this Fool, please. Page of Voices, could be something coming through somebody else as well. 2 of Emotions and the Tower. So definitely not through a partner, a romantic partner. If it's coming through a romantic partner, that's going to fall apart. You might, just watch out for that. Just watch out for that. So it's something that you'll do alone. Yes, it could come through someone else. Very unlikely to come through a romantic partner, because that can get messy. What's behind this, please? Just to give you a few clues there on how it's going to come in. So someone could call you and say, have you heard about this place that's opened up? Do you know, it could just be anything like that. There's joy and divine timing behind that. So it's going to be something that feels really good as well. Not like TikTok. I'm only saying not like TikTok because after I was training this morning, I help out at a gym. I was training this morning, and then I came back and then I sat in the pool just watching the dragonflies. There was a new red dragonfly there today, which is, I've never seen a red one before. But and then I was thinking, how can I get it busier at the gym, And I was thinking TikTok, because a friend of mine yesterday told me that one of the restaurants on this island is so busy now just because everyone's TikToking it all the time. And so it's super, super busy. And it's like, I could TikTok the gym and get a thing going and get everyone to TikTok it. But I don't like it. I don't like TikTok. And so that is not my path, right? That's not my path. It's not my path to it. And just like that, sometimes our brains can try and figure out how to do it. But if it doesn't feel joyful, don't do it. 10 of Pentacles, think long term. Think long term, the stuff, building something up for yourself. Manifest that. If you're going to manifest, if you're going to put all your energy into something, then let it be a long term thing. It makes sense, doesn't it? A short term thing. All of that effort for nothing. Just for a short term thing. What's the point? So, the Magician, using all the resources you got for the long term. Muse of inspiration, claiming what it is that you want. Hey, universe, I want this. I want this now. Give me more of this and give me this. And I want this experience. And go for the long term stuff. Ask for the long term stuff. Manifest that. And remember, you only need to ask once. However, I do like the idea of a new moon list. Right? I used to do it on my iPad. I've got a full moon list as well of things that I want to release. But writing those new moon things down, and then the next new moon comes around, it's like, oh, it's new moon, let me check my list. And there's usually at least one that is manifested from that list. And that feels good, right? It feels like there's movement forward. If you're checking on your manifestation list too often, it might not feel like there's movement forward, you know? But every month, every new moon, it feels like there's movement forward. So feminine energy behind that as well. So being in the feminine energy, waiting to receive. What is the feminine really good at receiving? Guidance, intuition and guidance. That's our superpower, right? And so if you're asking for the right things and then you're expecting, oh, this must be for my long-term abundance because that's what I've been asking for, act on that and expecting it, trusting and expecting that it's going to bring that abundance in. Now, a lot of us have had trouble with abundance so much that our expectations are so low that we'll take action on it but not really believe that it's going to bring us what we want because we don't seem to get what it is that we want. If you've got a mindset like that, it's not going to happen, right? So we need to change our mindset. 3 of Wands and the Queen of Cups, and then you wait to receive. Queen of Voices, boundaries. Okay, 3 of Materials, right. Boundaries. Wait to receive, and then boundaries. The stuff that you don't want to do, having boundaries to that. Right. So there's some energy here for divine feminines that when you ask for what it is that you want, you don't really expect to get it. You expect to not get it and to get much less than you want. Or you expect to have to do way too much for it and stuff that you don't want to do for it. And so now, when that comes in, if you're waiting and then you get the TikTok idea, like I did this morning, I'm like, oh, I don't want to be on TikTok. Because then I was thinking, like, I could do it. I do TikTok for this business, for my Be Healing business and readings, but I just post. I never look at TikTok. And I was thinking, if I did it for the gym, I would have to look at TikTok because I'd have to look at comments and I'd have to look at and I just don't want to do that. I don't like the energy of TikTok. Do you? Anyway, so there could be no's that come in, like, I want this stuff that I've asked for, but I don't want to do that for it, right? And that's just a test. It's like, well, you were willing to do that. You were willing to do too much before. You were willing to do the things that you didn't want to do. In fact, you were kind of expecting that. And so the universe comes up with the stuff that you really don't want, or the things that you don't want to do to get it. And it's up to you to say, no, not like that. I want to do joyful stuff, right? Divine timing, joy. I want to do the joyful stuff. I want to do the fun stuff for it. I don't want to do it on TikTok. 3 of Materials could be with other people as well. People that you don't want to work with. If it comes through like someone that you don't want to work with, something you don't really want to do, someone that you don't want to work for, don't say yes to it just because it's abundance. Don't do that. No, not like that, universe. I want it to be joyful. I want to be working with amazing people. Yeah. Psychic development is behind that. Movement into balance and honoring your energy. So honoring your energy more, moving yourself into balance. A lot about balance in this reading as well. And it's like safety. You are safe. Like the universe will catch you. You don't need to focus on the lowest common denominator stuff anymore and try and sort that out yourself. Get high level. Interesting new moon. Abundance, huh? Divine abundance. Okay, what else is in the energies today? Let's take a look. We have a throne, position of authority, leading the way on something perhaps. We have rainbow, the most difficult part of a situation is over. Yay! We have a handshake, a meeting with a stranger could be important. A boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. So yeah, with that handshake, it could be just someone introducing you to somebody. And it might not be like a work connection. It might not seem like that. Someone might just say, oh, I've got a friend in town. We're going out for drinks. Do you want to come with us? Say yes to it and do it. Don't be in the hermit mode. Say yes to it and do it. Because they could have like a key to this abundance. Boot, increase your efforts if you want to achieve your goals. I think a lot of you have been doing too much for it. Anyway, I don't think that that's true. Increasing your efforts might be more of a manifestation kind of thing, you know, talking to the universe about it, doing those manifestation things. Tower, solid foundation, success with effort. And bread, period of prosperity and abundance. Bring it on. Bring it on. Okay, well, how best to deal with these energies today? That was fast, wasn't it? We have three cards. Wow. Two of Wands, you're at a crossroads right now. Visualize it. You're at a crossroads right now. Often we feel like we're just treading the same road and the same kind of things happen, and it's disappointing, and we're not getting the abundance, we're not getting the relationship, and we just think we're on the same road all the time. Picture yourself walking down that dreary road, and it's like, okay, now there's a left turn and a right turn. One leads to abundance, all the things that you want. The other one leads to things that you don't want. Why would you take that road, right? And so, okay, I'm going on a new road now. I'm starting right here at this junction and going on a new road. There's this feeling like we need to acknowledge where we're at right now and then take a new road, right? And that's an energetic thing. That's how we feel about ourselves. It's like, okay, I'm starting again. It's okay to start again. Don't be too proud to go back to shore, says this safety card. Then we've got the Queen of Cups. Focus on you receiving. What comes first is the guidance. It's the intuition. It's the inspiration that comes first, right? And you got that. You know how to do that. And then the Five of Cups says, don't focus on lack. Don't focus on the stuff that is the base level stuff, the bills that you've got to pay, the fires that you've got to put out. Don't focus on that stuff. Focus on the high level stuff, and don't focus on what you've lost. If you do find yourself focusing on that at all, the stuff that you've lost, the things that you didn't do, forgive yourself for that. That's in the past. That was on that old road that I was on. Now I'm standing at this junction and I'm going down this new road to my prosperity. There you go. That is what I've got. So, new moon in Leo. Is it about shining? Kind of stepping into our power and shining, right? Or having a better shiny life for ourselves, perhaps. Well, there you go. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to click like before you click off down there. Click that subscribe button if new. Leave me a comment as well. Do love hearing from you. What is this bringing up for you? Has this resonated with you? Has it given you some ahas about it? Leave them in the comments below. If you want more from me, you can sign up for my free course, book a reading, energy healing, all of that kind of stuff on my website. There's a link to it there. Watch my pick a card reads here. Have the best day ever, the best new moon in Leo ever, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. One question, one answer. The cards reveal at BeHealing.com.